Oh, say does.
You look at the Timber. You know, tonight, Greg's going to tell us a lot about how they match up in the series at both ends of the court.
Yeah, we can talk about how well these teams match up in terms of talent, but in terms of how they match up in style, that's what we'll find out right now.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Stephon Castle. He's out there with Dunleavy. Jalen Duren is out there with Thompson. Here's Castle. To the inside. It's stolen by Wade. Payton outside. Here's Peterson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Castle against Wade. Castle with it. Wade is covering, and Gordon over to help. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Will it go? And the layup is good.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Timberwolves have gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. Payton passes to Gordon. They set the pick. Down low. It's tipped. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. From outside the arc. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there. Trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shoots a fader. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Duran. Defended by Gordon. Oh, that's blocked. Payton passes to Wade. And here's Gordon. He's covered by Thompson. Payton the bounce pass. Now here's Gordon. He's guarded closer. Castle against Wade. Clock is at 3. Over Castle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Castle.
And turning up the intensity. Wade sees the defender closing in and takes his motion right into him.
Williams, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Thompson. And it's blocked. Thompson against Williams. Wade outside. Outside Williams. Gordon up on top. It's stolen by Duran. Wade is covering. Dunleavy for 3. The shot misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. Outside Williams. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Robinson's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Milwaukee. Smith comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Chalmers in for Stephon Castle. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Defended by Duran. Williams against Chalmers. Here's Peterson. They get it back. Yep, that one goes. He's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the paint, it's stolen by Wade. Left side, Williams. Popped up there for Wade. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Duran a screen. And here's Chalmers for 3. On defense, the Timberwolves. And here's Smith. Hasn't made one yet. 4 on the shot clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Augustine against Chalmers. A floater. Augustine, no luck. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Timberwolves ahead, up by 11. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Doc Landale is out there with Chang. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Smith. And it's Diao in at the small forward. Now here is Smith. And here's Chalmers for three. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Chalmers has got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks. Brown outside. And at the top of the key, Gordon. Rebounded by Chalmers. And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Stolen by Robinson. Gordon deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Passed in an A. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Williams can't hit. Bucks trail by 8. Smith dishes to Diao. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out into the block.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
And we've seen Gordon in the dunk contest before. He enjoys showing off when given the chance.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Payton's checked in. And the Bucks making a change here. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. For three, Diao. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Timberwolves leading by 8. And stolen by Castle. And here's the break. Stolen by Robinson. Now Brown. He has yet to score. Outside Robinson. Brown outside. No one near Payton as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Bucks trail by 8. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Payton. Nene down low. Castle covering. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Dunleavy. Trips it home after the terrific move.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. On kicks to Nene. Another miss by Minnesota. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Milwaukee making a switch. Duran's checked in.
Substitution on court.
Here's Peterson. Defended by Dunleavy. Peterson the pass to Payton. Rebounded by Castle.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Pass to Castle. Smith against Gordon. 6 to shoot. Off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Payton passes to Gordon. No good on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Payton passes to Gordon. Here's Wade. Over Smith. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Duran. Defended by Gordon, and Gordon over to help. Castle, no one around him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Castle's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. Minnesota shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Payton passes to Gordon. Now, here's Wade. They could use a bucket. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Gordon. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Castle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Smith.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Peterson. Payton, right side. Pass to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
Castle misses. Peterson the pass to Payton. Outside Gordon. Pass to Wade. There's the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Castle with it. Gets a very good look and converts. Castle's got his second basket of the night. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
One thing in their favor is they're taking care of that basketball shot. In a close game, that can make all the difference.
No question about it. Their execution has been exceptional. Seeing how things are shaped. And that is it for halftime.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Wade out there with Payton, and there's Gordon, and it's Peterson in at the 3. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Payton the bounce pass. Pass to Wade. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Thompson. Now Castle. Thompson against Wade. Pass to Castle. Pocket 6. There's the screen. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Gordon fires the three. Rebounded by Castle.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Wade from outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Castle. Here's Dunleavy. Now, here's Duran. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Pass to Dunleavy. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's the screen. Here's Castle. Releases. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Castle's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. Defended by Duran. Pass to Payton. Gordon with a screen on Castle. Back to Payton. Outside Gordon. Launches a three. They get it back. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And that one is hammered home.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Inside, it's stolen by Wade. Castle against Payton. Outside Gordon. Back to Payton. Wade for three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Castle against Wade. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, excellent decision-making from Castle to set up his teammate.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Williams, he's checked in for Payton. Boris Diaz checked in for the Bucks. Here's Gordon. 7 points in the game. Outside Williams. Back to Gordon. Pass to Wade. Lets the three fly. D-Wade hits from deep.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
Down low. And Duran slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duran. Goodness.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Williams passes to Gordon. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Dunleavy the pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Since halftime, they've raised the defensive pressure. Now they're turning him over.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Glandale's checked in for Jalen Duran. Chang comes in for Boris Diaz. Smith checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Chalmers in for Stephon Castle. It's good from long range.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Gordon kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wade outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Asar Thompson.
I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Bucks trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Chalmers dishes to Jang. Pass to Diao. Shoots. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Wade passes to Williams. Renee setting the pick for Williams. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them...
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Minnesota on top, up 5. From Target Center, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Smith. Julius Randle is out there with Boris Diaw. Then there's Chalmers. Peterson, that's good. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
And Chalmers gets to Smith. To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Miles, the pass to Brown. And here's Miles. Pass to Payton. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Now Smith. To the inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. To be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Jalen Duren comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Richardson in for Smith. Peterson misses. Bucks trail by 6. Quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The 3, Diao. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Payton outside. Pass to Nisi. Now here's Payton. Here is Kurioff. And here is Payton. They set the pick, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Thompson, he's checked in for Diaz. Dunleavy comes in for Quentin Richardson. And Castle is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. It's stolen by Duren. Castle up top. Shoots. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point lead. Peyton the bounce pass. Robinson for three. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Peyton's got his 7th assist in the game. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Peterson's checked in for Robinson. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. You can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Timberwolves leading by 9. Peyton passes to Gordon. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And that's young man strength right there. Wade hustling at home.
Bucks trail by 12. Here's Dunleavy, defended by Gordon. Pass to Dunleavy. Here's Durant. That one is off. Timberwolves leading by 12. Wade outside. Puts up a three. Down it goes for three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get.
I got it. Oh, and one. Screen. I keep bombing that. Anywhere. Oh, come on, man. That ain't right.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. We'll watch the Indiana Pacers in this one as they go up against the Houston Rockets here at Toyota Center. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. A look at Indiana's starting group. They've got Joel Embiid, and it's Elliott in at the four-man position. And for Houston, and it's Mutombo in at center, locking down the middle. Taking a look at Houston, they want to make a statement here in the first game of this series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
Elliott with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Ellis. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Lays it up and banks it in. And it's the Pacers with the ball. First quarter of play, a minute in. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Elliott's got his second bucket on the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Kemp. Three-pointer. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Petrus. This one for three. Embiid. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Kemp. Can they get it? And it's Petrus with a rebound. Indiana has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Porter. Driving inside, and then Porter with the dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Rockets trail by 7. Now Ellis lets it fly. A quick shot there. It's off target. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Indiana shooting their first free throw of the night. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's our test. Pass to Ellis. Here's Kemp. He's guarded by Porter. Houston with another miss.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Kemp to end the drought. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
And this is the type of game looks completely flustered.
Porter a screen. To the right side. A nice passing by Indiana here. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Wagner's checked in for Houston. Ellis with it. Still without a bucket. From outside the arc. And it's Wagner missing. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Elliott. Here's Korver. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Basket's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Rockets trail by 14. Ellis passes to Wagner. .136 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mutombo. Wagner with a screen. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
So both teams making some changes here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Ellis outside. The three is up. Villanueva, that's good.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Elliott. 44 seconds left in the first quarter here. Now here's Richardson. He's closely guarded. And it's in there.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Mutombo. Embiid covers. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look, and that's...
And so it's the Indiana Pacers earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
You can really clearly see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got Joel Embiid. And it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Davis. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to Pekovic. Here's Abaji. Shoots over Davis. And Indiana misses again.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Wagner, the pass to Davis. And he buries his first look.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Pass to Embiid. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Korver. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Richardson. Here's Korver. The three ball. They grab their own miss. Pekovic, that's good. Pekovic has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Wagner. Again, Houston.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Battle. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. Rockets trail by 6. Ellis outside. Here's Kemp. Lets it go from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Now here's Milton. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Elliott. Drills it from deep. Elliott's got 12 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Artest. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he converts the layup. Give him 8 points now.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's Petrus. Pass to Elliott. And here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Shooting over 80% from the line during his career. Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
That one's no good. Ellis outside. Hits the trifecta.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Pass to Petrus. Puts up a three. He buries it from 3. Petrus has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Kemp. Beyond the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Launches it. Kemp with the rebound. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Queen. Here's Elliott. We've got 1:23 left in the second period. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Houston.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Back to Ellis. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Petrus. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Rockets trail by 4. And here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
This is his second trip to the line in the game, and he's good on the first of 3.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Queen. And he makes all 3. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pulls it. And Indiana misses again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
He's guarded by Porter. And that misses. That would have put him up. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Indiana ahead. Up. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Playoff atmosphere. Hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good...
Looking at the scenario for the... And that is going to do...
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. The Rockets trail. And it's Ellis in at the 2. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he can't get the first one. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Indiana's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Elliott. Fires the 3. Rockets with a rebound. Kim's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Ellis. Here's Kemp. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Ellis, to the paint. No good that time. Embiid with the nice defensive effort.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Here's Petrus. He's guarded by Ellis. Fires in the triple. Elliott's got 15 points.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
to Ellis. Cuts off the pass. Here's Petrus. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here's Mutombo. Embiid covers. Now Ellis. Now the Pacers on the move. Finished off the break. 6 points for him.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Artest. Will it go? Indiana with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Here's Elliott. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kemp with a rebound. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. From behind the arc. They get it back. Mutombo. Oh, he goes big with the dunk. Right over to Embiid.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, he just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. To the inside.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless. Just a big man playing big. No way to stop him.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Now Ellis. No points yet. The three. Kemp can't hit.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Inside, here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Kemp. Lets the three fly. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Out to the right wing. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pass to Mutombo. Now here's Ellis. He's guarded by Porter. And another basket for Houston.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Looking to get back on track. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Gets the three ball to go. Villanueva's got 6.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now here's Ellis, guarded closely for the lead. It's rebounded by Indiana. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's stolen away. Here's Artest. Pass to Villanueva. Let's go with a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Elliott passes to Korver. screen. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 10.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
The Rockets again can't hit.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Fires for three. Connects from downtown. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. And Indiana looking at who they've got. And it's Richardson in at the point guard position. And that one's good. And the Pacers lead by 3.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Kemp. And here's Wagner. Outside Anderson. Houston working the ball around. Wagner right side. Tries it from 19. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off. Like, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Pass to Elliott. Few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Count it. Good.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's our test. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pacers with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The kick out to Richardson. Here's Pekovic. Kemp with a rebound. Ellis with it. Pass to Kemp. Guarded by Richardson. Down low. Ellis passes to Mutombo. Here's Marion. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Richardson, the pass to Elliott. To the inside. Pekovic, that's good.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Kemp. Off the mark, and the drought continues. To the middle. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. The first free throw is good. And the Pacers making a change here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the triple. Kemp can't hit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
To the left side wing. Screen by Embiid. Inside. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Indiana making a switch here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Kemp. Up again. The rebound by Embiid.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Kemp. He launches. Oh, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And he nails it.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
Go over it! Need a moment to catch your breath? Screen! Watch the screen!
Yeah, fire it up. Yeah, player. Let's go, fellas, from the get-go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Smart. Wiseman's out there with LeBron James. And it's Schifino in at the 2 guard. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You're not going to see that very often. He has space, but he just basically whiffs on it.
Over to the left wing. Smart deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Wiseman.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Fears with it. Bridges sets the screen for Fears. Bridges outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Smart passes to LeBron. Pass to Schifino. James defending. Now, here's Bridges. Fires the 3. Wiseman with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Screen by James. And it's King with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Fears. Rebound the Lakers. Now here's Smart. Pass to LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here is Bridges. Drops in the layup for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And a wide open look for James. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's Fears. Down low, got a piece of it, and stolen by LeBron. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Can they get it? Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
James covering. Shot clock at 6. A rebound by the Lakers. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. It's up a 3. And again, Toronto no up. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Launches it. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Smart.
Looking almost automatic. For a guy that skipped college, James is pretty polished.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Martin's checked in for the Raptors. Podziemski's coming in for Fears. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Lakers. Richard comes in for Marcus Smart. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Pritchard. Pass to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And Klingon uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Podziemski. Holmgren can't hit. Toronto trailing. Lets it go from the wing. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. With the block.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
Los Angeles making a switch here. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. LeBron passes to Hickson. Back to James. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lakers passing it around. Stolen. Into the lane. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And that one, good.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
LeBron against Bridges. Mozgov, a screen on LeBron. And the rejection by Holmgren. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Los Angeles on top. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Dalton Connect is out there with Hickson. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Hood Schifino in at the shooting guard. Now Fears. Still without a basket. Unloads from 13. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Hood Schifino. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Poked away. Now Connect. Here's Hood Schifino. He's defended by Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Raptors.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
To the wing on the left. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. From the arc, a nice shot by Aubrey. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. James checked in for the Lakers. Marcus Smart comes in for Pritchard. Smart finds James. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Shafino. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Lets it go with the three. Ozgov grabs the board.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
There's a good screen. Here's Brandon to the inside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Now into the lineup.
Here's King. Still scoreless. Podziemski with it. Latre. And Hood Shafino pulls it down. Pass to Smart. Here's Hickson. To end the drought. And he lays it up and in.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Hit by Bridges. Now Fears. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter.
The great dish. Fears can create for himself and others.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside, James. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Proving he's got some range. Impressive seeing James come through from deep.
Floats it up. Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
All you have to do is lob it LeBron's way. He'll take care of the rest.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Substitution on the court.
Inside, here's Yang. That one's in, his first shot of this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Holmgren. Rebound by the Raptors. King's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smart with the steal. Driving inside. The kick out to LeBron. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
They set the pick. Here's Brandon. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Lakers trail. Pass to Smart. James outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the paint. Here's King. Asik pulls it in.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively. King against Smart. The 3 from LeBron.
Second chance effort, and Holmgren lays it in.
I mean, length and skill, and Holmgren has a lot of both.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Toronto with the ball. 50 seconds left here in the second. And the Raptors miss again.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
James covering. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. 9 seconds left in the first half. Puts up a deep 3. No good that time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, direct your attention to the second quarter.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a
playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot.
Taking a look at how this... And that is it for half.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Lakers leading by 3. Mikal Bridges out there with Fears. Then there's Klingon. Then it's King. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Oh, good-looking jumper there. LeBron, the total package at the offensive end.
He lobs it up.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron outside, shoots the 3, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He has 6.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Bridges outside. Pass to Fear for 3. Lets it go from deep. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. LeBron passes to Smart. Pass to James. And here's Wiseman. Defended by Bridges. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Defended by Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. James has a two-pointer.
Well, after nailing the first three out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Left side, Smart. Down low, Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Inside, out to Bridges. Pass to Fear. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bridges.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
LeBron outside. Here's the three. James buries the three.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Klingon. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Okay, showing some touch there. Good to see Klingon wanting to expand his offensive repertoire.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. The Raptors making a switch here. Martin's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Holmgren's checked in. Now Fears. No scoring in this one. To the inside and finished off by Martin.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
G.A. that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that could spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Fears. James covering. Pass to Fears. Bangs home the trifecta. Fears has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Defended by Bridges from deep LeBron. Toronto grabs the miss. Klingon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Fears. Defended by Holmgren. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Toronto. Wojemski's coming in for Bridges.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
The Lakers leading. Here's Hood Schifino. Out to the right wing. He's defended by Pajemski. A fadeaway. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Pass to Fear. To the middle, there's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now, here's Hickson. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Over in the corner, Pritchard from 17 feet out, and the rebound goes to Martin. Can't cash in. It's all tied in Toronto. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Smart is out there with Christie. And there's Hickson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Ashik in at the 5 spot.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Pajemski with it. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw missing. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Edwards. And the second free throw, good.
Well, his job there was to get them the lead, and he did that.
It's stolen by Green. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Bridges, and to get open is Mozgov. Back to Pajemski. There's a screen. Second chance shot. Ashik pulls it in. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. And it's good for 2. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Here's Pajemski. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Martin with the bounce pass. Bridges passes to King. Martin with a screen on James.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for the Raptors. Wiseman's checked in for the Lakers. Dalton Knecht comes in for Hardy. Los Angeles on D. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Shot clock at 6. Step back shot. But Jemski's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Right wing. Pass to Fear. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Pajemski. And again, Toronto no luck.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Holmgren against King. A three. And Quingen pulls it down. Quingen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Fear. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Raptors trail by 4. Shot from free throw range. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Smart outside. Beyond the arc. It's good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Raptors making a switch here. Bridges checks in, and the Lakers also making a change. James checked in for Chet Holmgren. Covered by LeBron. Now Fears. He's covered by Wiseman. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
James. He's off from 3. Raptors trail by 7. James defending. Up top, Bridges. And he can't stop the runners. That misses. Lakers leading by 7. 1:30 left in the 4th quarter. Now James. Now here's Wiseman. He's tightly guarded, and he banks the layup in.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
James defending. Bridges against Smart. And stolen by James. And it's the Lakers on the break. Layup no good. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Outside, Smart. And so the Lakers take the win. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up, folks.
And in such a critical game, you can... Great to have... For the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And to look at the starters for the Knicks, we've got Devin Vassell, Zach Edey out there with Jarris Walker, and it's Kolek in at the one. Right wing, lets it fly, cans it from the wing.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard is going to light up.
Oh, got that one up quick.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now Wallace. Williams, a screen on Vassell. The three. Nails it from three. He's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Kept alive. Gets the 3 to fall.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
And here's Wallace. Here's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside Walker. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Good on the shot.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Williams with the screen. Three-pointer, no good. New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Walker. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Edey. This is the baby hook.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Williams with the screen. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 11.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Outside Walker. And there's a pick. From 10 feet away. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Wallace. Uses the glass on the layup.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation. Puts the pass right on the mark.
Edey, that's good.
That's really an outstanding assist. Creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Yao. Williams, a screen on Vassell. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Kolek. Still no points. On the take. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height,
very hard to protect the rim.
From downtown, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Takes the 3. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Wallace. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with it. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Outside Jaquez. Here's Benga. That shot missing. Nice D from Ware. And Maxi's got the ball here for New York. They trail by 1. Pass to Jones. Here's Swift. Williams defending. And stolen by Williams. Here's Whitehead. Tipped. Jaquez against Vassell. And stolen by Williams. A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Wallace. Blocked! Fast break, New York. Here's Maxey. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Over to the wing. Williams, a screen on Jones. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Wallace. Outside Jaquez. Wallace outside. 6 to shoot. Over Maxey. That one's wide left.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to Swift. Outside Jones. It's stolen by Jaquez. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out in front. And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Maxey out there with Walker. Then there's Jarris Walker. Then there's Khalil Ware. And it's Jones in at the 3. Pass to Herter. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him. Knicks leading by 3. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Mobley, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wallace comes in for Herter. Pass to Jones. Outside Maxey. Walker against Jaquez. Walker passes to Walker. Yao with a rebound.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Yao. Knocks it loose. Walker with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Walker with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Here's Wallace. Shot blocked.
Yeah, using his long wingspan, Walker could become a serious defensive menace.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Jaquez. There's a screen by Toppin. Walker against Jaquez. From behind the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Yao. Wallace outside. And here's Jaquez. Toppin passes to Odom. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Wallace misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Walker for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Warriors trail by 8. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Wallace outside. Here's Odom, defended by Jones. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Walker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Odom. He's scoreless. Pass to Toppin. Outside Jaquez. Here's Yao. Ware covers. Yao, good. Knicks leading by 6. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Kolek. Outside Walker. Pass to Kolek. Fires for 3. And Walker with the 3. Walker's got 5.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Edey with a steal. Here's Kolek. Outside Walker. Pass to Kolek. 4-3. Wallace pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Williams, a screen on Walker. Lets it go from deep. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Warriors trail by 9. Williams, a screen on Vassell. Out left to the wing. And again, it's Golden State.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Walker. Pass to Edey. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Takes a 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
He started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
Pass to Mason. Lets it fly. And they'll get another chance. Clock at 4. Offensive boards. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to.
That's going to be the result.
Pass to Whitehead for three. And the Warriors with another three.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Knicks leading by 5. Edey with a screen on Williams. Pass to Mason. There's the triple. That one is off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella. No need.
Looking at the series. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. New York has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. We've got Robert Williams, and it's Yao in at center. That's the Warriors 5. Kolik's shot is off.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Wallace with it. No good from the wing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Warriors trail by 5. Wallace outside. The three ball. The Knicks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Kolik. New York working the ball around now.
Number 29. First personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. From deep. That shot off the mark. Golden State has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. The three is up. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Walker. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. 15 points in the game.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Williams is screen on Vassell. There's the three. Another three for Golden State.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Walker's got 11 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the Warriors with another three.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Really left him alone that time. And the Knicks lead by 4.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Screen on Vassell, out to the wing, jacks up a three, connects again from distance, buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A., unbelievable.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Golden State has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Whitehead passes to Wallace. Again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Pass to Kolek. Vassell against Williams. With a step back. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Now here's Wallace. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the third most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. Outside Walker. Pass to Edey. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Warriors leading. Now Wallace. Three-pointer. And again for 3.
And he's notched the third most three-pointers in a single game in NBA playoff history.
Yes, one of the best games of his life, or anyone's for that matter. He has been unstoppable. Kolek. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kolek's got his first points in this one. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. 1:19 left in the third. Here's Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Yao's got his second basket on the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
So New York ends up one with a whole new group. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Maxey surveys. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Walker. Back to Maxey. New York working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Swift. Beyond the arc. And it's Maxey missing. The Warriors lead by 4. To the paint. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Benga. Puts it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. So on the floor for the Knicks, Lonnie Walker is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Khalil Ware. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Jones in at small forward.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Jaquez. Mobley outside. Outside Herter. Down low. Ball stolen. 3-on-3. The kick out to Maxey. Off the mark there with a three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Yao. Good on the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 8.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Back to Mobley. Outside Herter. The three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Maxey. Odom grabs the miss. The Warriors lead by 8. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Yao, good. Yao's got 4 points this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And here is Maxey. Vassell outside, launches it. Offensive rebound. And he jams it home with authority.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Sinks it from distance. 23 points in the game.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Wallace. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Maxey. Outside Walker. Lets the three fly. And again, New York with the triple.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And some changes here for New York. Edey's checked in for Ware. Kolek comes in for Tyrese Maxey. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now here's Wallace. He's guarded by Vassell. Connects again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop him?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made. And again for 3.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Good! Another from 3.
What can you say but wow! I mean, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
A momentous achievement. One that'll surely be celebrated around the globe. Fires the 3. The 3 ball is down.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Hits yet again. Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And he slams it down.
sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Williams, a screen on Walker. Up top, Williams. Walker with a steal. Edey. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
1:16 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
It's tipped. Edey with a steal. Jams it home.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Nine seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker covering. Takes a three. Edey rips down the board. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Number 29. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Knocked loose. Walker with a steal. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Yao. Edey defends. Beyond the arc. Edey rips down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time, really, to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And they start out the postseason with a bang. A big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Clint Capella. Achua is out there with Edgecombe. And it's Micic in at the point guard position.
That's ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Levine feeling it out a bit. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Buries the long-range jumper.
And we know Levine has that shot in his arsenal, and he's working to develop more consistency.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now Edgecombe. Pass to Micic. recovered by Bosch. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And the Grizzlies another 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And a wide open look for Flag. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Pass to Tobic. Here's Flag. Now here's Bosch. 17-foot shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Edgecombe. Off target from outside. Phoenix leading by 4. Pass to Tobic. Bosch the screen. Here's Tobic. Here's Flag. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to come back to this game.
To the inside. Here's Achua. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Pops it up for Levine. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Micic. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the Grizzlies with another miss. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 15-6 run. And here's Bosch for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Bosch has got his second bucket of the night.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Phoenix making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Micic. Still yet to score. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Suns leading by 12. Anthony with it. Outside Bosch. 3-pointer. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Micic. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screen.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Robinson's checked in for Flag. Now here's Anthony to the right side. Bosch. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Bosch has got his third bucket of the night.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Capella with a screen on Anthony. Shot to stop the run. Cans it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stolen. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Bosch. Bosch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Anthony's shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And yes, it's good.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Outside Bosch from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Bosch has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
A three ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
27 seconds left to play here in the first. Seconds left here in the opening quarter. In the corner, it's Robinson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 11.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Duncan Robinson out there with flag. Then there's Cole Anthony. Then there's Boozer, and it's Matthews in at the 2. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. High, arcing shot, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Gordon.
And how about that pass from Westbrook? Solid at just creating opportunities for his teammates.
Pulls up on the wing, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Bogdanovich looking around for the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Westbrook, and finish off by Westbrook.
Some impressive handles from Westbrook, finding a way to outsmart the defense.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Off the inbound. It's intercepted. Plenty of space. Knocks it loose. Williams kicks to Achua. Outside Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Williams has a screen for Westbrook from past the arc. Edge throw, no good. Phoenix leading by 9. Inside. Pass to Topic. Outside Westbrook. Here's Topic. And here's Boozer. Outside, Reed. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Double team on Boozer. To the left wing. From downtown. Rebound by Williams.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Fires for 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Pass to Topic. And the Suns miss again.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Reed. Pass to Demon. Now Flag. He has 6. And Reed has it in the corner. And stolen by Achua. And Westbrook, here we go. The game now all time. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Bosh is checked in for Phoenix. Zach LaVine comes in for Flag. Then for the Grizzlies, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Micic in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Bosh to stop the drought. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Edgecombe fires from deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
That's a dozen off the